You are now listening to the J Ade podcast.
All right. We're getting ready to start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the J Ade podcast. It's your boy, J Ade, in the building. This is the 5th episode of season 2 of the J Ade podcast, man. It's your boy, J Ade, speaking right now. Before I go any further, I wanted to shout out my social media at Joe the Great, JOETHEGR8 on the gram, as well as my podcast page at j.ade.pod. That's J Ade Pod for y'all slow-mos out there, if you get what I'm saying. But before I introduce today's topic, I have 2 special guests in front of me today. I have one lady and I have one gentleman. So I'm going to give them the opportunity to introduce themselves before we go any further. Lady, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hello, my name is Alex.
Okay.
I am originally born in Jersey, raised in Maryland, Montgomery County.
Okay.
I am Cameroonian. Yeah.
You got any social media?
I sure do.
Okay.
You can find me at Olexie, OHLEXSCE, on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't use any other platform.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. You know, why don't you use Twitter? I feel like Twitter's popping, man.
You know, I can't keep up with the generation. It's just beyond me.
I feel it. Okay. And we have a gentleman in the building. You know, this is a gentleman that we've spoken with quite a few times on the show. He's a very, 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 he's not new at all, actually. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran on the show. So, what's your name? Where you from, big dog? Welcome back.
You already know this is your boy, Dina Time.
Okay.
Follow me on the gram.
Okay.
Dina Time _
Okay.
I'm not about to spell it for y'all this time.
Yeah. Y'all already know it at this point. All right. So, and once again, man, it's your boy Jade in the building. Like I said, I already stated my social media, you know what I'm saying? So follow your boy on the gram on that. One of these days, I'm going to reveal my Twitter name, but for now, I'm not going to do any of that. But, all right, so we're going to get into today's topic. And today's topic, I'm going to title this episode, Manipulation. And today's topic is based on a tweet that I saw on Twitter probably about a month ago. And I kind of battled with myself on whether or not I was going to actually discuss it. But I think it's very important because I think this is something that people, in our age group definitely discuss a lot. And the tweet goes like this. Men, I don't want a relationship right now. Women, I will do everything a wife does for this man to hopefully change his mind, but if he doesn't, I'll just say he manipulated me and used me. Then tweet, quote unquote, men ain't shit for 3 weeks straight. So, do y'all think this tweet is facts or fiction? We had Alex introduce herself first. We're going to have our boy Dina Time state his opinion first. What you think? Facts or fiction?
Facts.
Okay. Why not?
I mean, my belief on this is straight up. If I tell you what it is and you agree to it and you take it upon yourself to say
do things for me, right?
I'm going to make this guy love me or I'm going to show him my worth, regardless of what he's already told me. You're manipulating yourself. You're manipulating the situation. So
self-manipulation.
So therefore, I'm not at fault, me being a man. And, that validates that, tweet.
Okay. And what do you think, Alex?
I have multiple views on this scenario.
Okay.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
I've lived it before. I've been on both sides.
Talk about it, Queen. Let's hear both sides.
So I will say that it's facts.
Okay.
But I've also been young and dumb.
Okay.
And I've told myself in the past, I'm not looking for anything either. So this could work. And I've been in situations where I have fallen, or no, maybe fallen is not the word. Caught feelings.
Okay.
So when I catch feelings, I'm like, all right, well, we already going through the motions. So he probably is going to change, or he's going to come to his senses and realize, oh, he doing a relationship.
So I want to understand from a woman's standpoint, like, at what point do you think to yourself, okay, this man has stated he doesn't want anything serious, but I think he's going to change. What kind of, stimuli do you experience that makes you say, okay, this man might change his ways?
Maybe a little bit of hope. A little bit of
hope from what though? Like, where's the hope coming from? That's why I want to understand.
I don't know. I mean, you've already built this connection with somebody.
Okay.
So if you're already attracted to the person, why not? You obviously getting it popping, getting it in. So if the sex is good and you have a connection, why not let it grow? But women have a tendency to fantasize.
Okay.
Women have this I would say bad habit. It could be good. It could be bad. It could be bitter. It could be sweet.
Okay.
It depends on how you control it.
Right.
We think so much far into the future as opposed to men. And I wouldn't say all men. I hate saying all women or all men.
Yeah.
You know, you can't generalize because everybody's different.
That's fair.
But a lot of women think way further when you have to kind of think about the now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Again, I've been on both sides. I've literally heard a man out like, oh, you want a relationship? Bye. I want a relationship. It's not going to work. I'm going to be hurt. I've been there. And I've been on the side where it's like, cool, I don't want a relationship either. So let's make it do what it do. And then end up like growing mad feelings and being like, oh, well, fuck that. You already got every part of me. So you going to have me now. I'm not going nowhere.
I feel it.
So.
Okay. And you laughing, bro. What you got to say, bro? My man got a mischievous smirk on his face.
She said
right
that, women think a lot into the future, right?
Okay.
You don't think that men think into the future?
Well, she was saying
like I
that
said, I don't
more
say
women
all
than
men and all women because everyone is different. I know there's men that plan for the future.
Every man does. Trust me on that.
I can agree. I'm not saying that, no men think into the future, but women have this tendency,
Elaborate on your point. So when men think into the future, what exactly do they think about? What components of it? In reference to women.
A man already knows whether or not he's going to pursue you further than
Seriously.
sex.
Yo, out the gate, right?
Out the
Yo,
gate.
I'll be saying that, son. Low key, bro. I mean, obviously, there's some cases where, you see a shorty and damn, she's bad. I only want to be, unserious with her. You know what I'm saying? But then there's some situations where it's damn, it might turn out, to be more than it is, though.
Yeah.
But I would say, honestly, bro, about 8.5 times out of 10, a nigga meet a shorty, he probably knows what's up, what he wants in his mind out the gate.
Even if it's just sex, or even if he's, knows that he right then and there he's not ready to be in a relationship, he knows if that's the one that he's gonna change himself for. I don't think that it's fair to say that women think more so into the future than men, because a man knows more times than not, he knows more than you do whether or not that relationship is gonna prosper.
I can respect that.
Okay.
And it's not to say that women don't feel the same way, because just like a woman's like, oh, I want this. I mean, he's this, he's that, he's family oriented, he's this, he's that. I can see him being a husband. A woman can also see oh, this nigga's trash.
He's a bum.
Yeah, I don't think I can go any further. The dick is good and that's it. We not going to go any further.
But y'all know that and still will fuck with that same dude. Versus if you're a bum, he's only going to hit and that's it. He's not gonna try to make you unbummy. He's just gonna hit.
Yeah, that's a good point though, because I feel like women could encounter a bum nigga, and it starts out sexual, and then they try to boss him up.
Oh yeah,
in
facts.
hopes that by bossing him up, he sees yo, this woman bossed me up, so I'm gonna wife her because she made me into this new man.
I can agree with that. I can agree as a woman.
Okay.
I've been in a place where I thought I could change a man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women think they could change a man. I'd be a fool if I sat here and said I never felt like I could change a man. I don't think that you should go around thinking you're going to change men. And at this point in my life, at my big age, I don't walk around trying to change men.
Right.
But I can't sit here and talk to y'all and act like I've never been in a place where I felt like I could change a man.
Okay.
Women do change men, though.
I mean, yeah, some men do change.
I think
but you
every
have to be willing to change,
situation,
though.
women change men, but they change men for other women. So, I know personally that, if I feel like this girl, she built me up to be a better person than I was before I met her.
Right.
She only did it for me to meet the next girl and me use everything that she built in me and
to grow with the next person.
Yeah,
but in her mind, she's not building you for that purpose, though.
Absolutely.
Right. But that's
She's
where the
building you for
manipulation
herself.
comes. So I guess
Manipulation on the guy's part at that
on
point.
the guy's part,
obviously.
yeah. So
Okay.
I guess that's why that tweet can be both false and fiction.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, I think a lot of times men are in control of the situation more so than women.
Okay, and to that point, so piggybacking off of that, right? So you said men are more in control. So who would you guys believe is more manipulative, men or women?
I will say that women can be manipulative, but so can men. I feel like it's a based off of a person type of thing, as opposed to women are more manipulative than men or men are more manipulative than women. It depends on your fucking character. If you're manipulative as motherfucker, that's just what the fuck you are.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a woman or male thing, because there's some really manipulative men out there.
Right.
And there's some really manipulative women out there. And that
Okay.
just says about their character. It's not a woman or man thing to me.
So in your mind, what constitutes manipulation? How would you define manipulative?
I would say that, a common situation is a man who likes to be in control.
Okay.
So a man who likes to be in control will tell his woman how to dress, tell his woman where she can and can't go. And like situations like that, like it could be, I don't know. It depends on the people. Some people it works. I'm not going to sit here and be like, that's crazy, because some people are living like that and they're okay with that.
Right.
But like a man like that, if something were to happen that got maybe abusive or like, you know, too controlling,
Right.
he would manipulate the woman to make her feel like, you know, what he's doing is okay. So say he put his hands on her, or he say
Right.
something really wild and crazy. Manipulation would be the fact that he would come back and say, oh, I'm so sorry. It's just that this is just that. I love you so much and I
Right.
couldn't see myself without. That's manipulation.
Okay.
Because you can't, it could be emotional abuse, it could be physical abuse. Whatever you're doing it so that you can keep that person around, because what you're doing is not really right.
Okay.
So you believe
So it sounds to me that men are more manipulative in your eyes. That's what it sounded like to me,
You
man.
gotta pick one.
I just chose a situation with
Hey,
a man.
man,
I
but
just
that was
chose
the first
a
question that came to
situation.
mind.
Yeah,
For the-
because I've seen that and I've
Okay.
been in that situation too. So
Okay.
I'm speaking from experience.
I feel it.
But
So
for the sake of the argument, though, who is more manipulative?
Yeah.
I said it's a character thing. It's not battle of the sexes.
Okay, but based on the definition that you stated, or based on the example that you stated, it just gives me reason to believe that you think men are.
Hell yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, all right. So let's go to my man.
The women are too.
No, that's fine. I just wanted you to pick one. All right, man. So you pick one. Who's more manipulative, women or men?
Because she said men, I'm gonna go with women.
Okay, let's hear it, man. My man says he's going against the grain.
Women are more manipulative because women are smarter.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
agree. I agree with that, actually.
I'm gonna straight up give it to y'all. Y'all are smarter than us.
I agree.
In just many aspects. Y'all, the only thing that y'all don't know how to manipulate well is y'all emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about it.
So like, I feel like women are more manipulative because like let's say for example, baby mamas and baby daddies, right?
Okay.
A lot of women use that situation to manipulate a guy to fall back in love with her, to fall out of love with his new joint.
Because we have our child together. We got to make this work.
Exactly.
Dang, that's a fact. Though.
And that is, to me, that's complete BS. Like you're gonna use your child as a pawn to get the love that you never, got from the guy that you had a child with. So you're gonna keep his child from him, or you're gonna do things like put him on child support when you know he don't make nothing but $1,000 a month. Stupid little grimy stuff like that. That's manipulative as hell.
Well, yeah, hell yeah. It's
I've
yeah.
definitely seen cases like that too, where like they use the
Facts.
kid as like a way to like see each other kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's wild though, son. Low key. I'm not
And
gonna
then
front.
another way women are manipulative is like when it comes to family. Like a lot of women will base their relationship around what the family has to say about their significant other. So if
Is that manipulation now?
hell yeah.
No, elaborate on your point, and then we're gonna get to her question.
So for example, you have a girl who she might come from a well-off family.
Okay.
And then you don't come from a so family.
You poor.
I won't say poor, but you just ain't
Poor.
I mean, whatever it is. And, her family says, look, why don't you marry, the kid that you grew up in the church with? Or
They live right up the street, and we know their parents are ready kind of situation, right?
But because you love this guy, you're going to try to make him feel like, without accepting the fact that her family wants him to, boss himself up, the relationship can't work. So she does everything she can to feed to his brain that look, I'm going against the grain with my family because of this love, because of this relationship, and what you have to show for it, nothing, right?
Damn.
So a guy's gonna feel
Ooh.
inferior and insecure about that situation,
Right.
And then that's what leads, to cheating.
Right.
I'm not good enough for this girl, anyways. I'm not good enough for her family. The whole time she was manipulating you because why should the families,
Matter.
yeah.
But in that situation, though,
That's deep.
But could that be considered manipulation? Like I don't know. For me, low key, I would feel low key motivated by that.
That's,
in a
you're,
sense,
you're not in that
But
situation.
that's why I'm
though.
saying it's a character thing. That's a fucked up ass situation. And to me, that is manipulation. But then again, that's a fucking character thing. That's people doing it. I don't know. I wouldn't. That's deep. Because I've seen and heard that.
But I don't know. I just feel like in that situation where she's like, hey, I mean, I guess it is kind of uncalled for her to mention the fact that, hey, this is somebody who my parents want me to marry and you need to level up because this is the level that this guy's on. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like that kind of information would just motivate me. Like, yo, who the fuck you talking to right now,
But
bruh?
you're a different breed.
I mean, that's fair. But at the same time, it's like, man, I don't know. Like, you're not going to disrespect me and try to compare me to some bum ass nigga you grew up with because your parents.
I mean,
say
you're alpha.
Oh my gosh.
No
That's
pun intended.
I don't know. That's a really low blow. Like that's blowing me.
And for the fact, for it to even get to that point, I feel like it's very significant as well, and kind of shows, like Alex was saying, her character in a way. Because it's like, for you to go that low to say like, yo, this is the standard my parents have set, and you don't meet the standard, and you need to meet the standard in order for us to be together, is, I think,
that's
troubling.
like that's a trash person,
right? You know
like
what I mean?
like, first of all, who you date. I get it. Sometimes people really care about how their family's going to mesh with their partner, but for you to use that information that was, I guess, for you, if you have a partner, it's a partnership,
Right?
So you get your parents to be on your team with your partner, and if not, you tell them straight up, like, this is the person I'm with. They make me happy. I love them. You defend your partner because your partner is your partner.
Exactly.
So for you to use the information your parents are using against your partner, that's not your partner.
I agree with that too. I think that happens a lot more. Actually, I wouldn't even say so. I think that happens with black people and white people. Obviously, I'm black, so I can't really speak on white problems. But I feel like black people, especially in African societies too, like, especially when it comes to like what's the word I'm looking for? Not interracial, but like intercultural relationships.
Tribes.
I feel like it's so easy for Africa. We're actually gonna talk about that in the episode, down the line. But I think it's so interesting because I think a lot of African parents do that, where they're like, yo, like, this girl is Yoruba now, and she's doing this and she's doing that. Why are you messing with this Jamaican girl now? You know what I'm saying? And that kind of situation is like also another layer of manipulation that plays into your parents too. So I think that's interesting too.
Let's talk about it.
How parental control, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, episode 2, man, go get that.
Hell yeah. Parents are so good at guilt tripping you into stuff.
And I think that feeds into the children's mindset on things too, and then that feeds into them manipulating the people that they're messing with too.
Absolutely.
So it's like it's crazy, but like I said, parental control, episode 2, listen to that. Okay, but no, I have an example, right? So an example, you tell a girl you don't want a relationship out the gate, and people are saying that that's manipulation based on the tweet that I saw. And I wanted to know how exactly that's manipulation. A lot of people in my responses were talking about how they feel like that's manipulation because a guy is showing boyfriend behavior. I think this is something that's very interesting because, and I think this is also, linked to upbringing as well, like we're just talking about the parents thing. Because, where I come from, how I was raised, I was taught to treat women a certain way and with a certain standard of respect, right? So in my mind, boyfriend behavior does not make sense. Women say, yo, he's taking me out on dates. He's opening doors for me. He's introducing me to his friends. I don't think that's boyfriend behavior. I think that's just being a good person. Or he's like, oh, he's texting me relatively quickly. I think, nigga, if I got free time, bro, I'm going to respond, bro. I'm not one of them like, oh, let me calculate, blah, blah, blah. I want to text this girl. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear it from you first, the woman, what you think about this whole boyfriend behavior concept.
Because I was trying to cut you off.
Nah, definitely. Nah, let's hear it, man.
So, boyfriend behavior.
Let's
you want to keep it strictly sex.
Let's talk about it, please.
You gotta pull out the extracurricular stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's not fair. Because women are a ball of feelings and emotions. So the more you giving me, the more I'm putting out. The more my feelings are growing, the more connected I feel, the more intimate it's getting. Because it's not just, at this point, intimacy is more than just sex. So you telling me, you giving me bomb ass dick, you buying me food, we cuddling after, we pillow talking, we going out together, we doing mad shit together, and I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, we not in a relationship.
We just vibing.
You got me fucked up.
We just vibing.
You got me fucked up. If it's gonna be dick,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
If it's gonna be dick, it's gonna be dick.
But that's the thing. Women
and
say that.
And as soon as you done, all right, what you about to do, or I'm about to go, or like I'm about to, like, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Stop it. You
gotta go.
Say that. Women say that.
Nah.
Speak on. He's already gonna. He's gonna speak my mind.
Nah, you gotta go. All that extra stuff. Bruh, that's relationships. So basically what you telling me is that you want a relationship, but you don't want to be accountable when you start talking to other shorties. Because that title, you doing everything without a title.
So you're saying going to places, having sex with each other,
cuddling, pillow talk.
But I mean,
we doing shit together, niggas. At this point, at this point, niggas see us and know something is going down. If you just fucking niggas can look at you and not draw the dots. Okay. But when niggas are out and they see y'all and they drawing the dots, my nigga, something is going on.
But sometimes that's what I'm saying. It be situations where a nigga will only take a girl out off the late night, or like, you know what I'm saying, or will only take her out once in a while and things like that. Maybe one date every 3 or so weeks, and a girl still talk about some boyfriend behavior. I'm like, bruh, if I take you out to, I don't know, what's IHOP. I'll take you out to IHOP after a long night of some sexual interaction. You know what I'm saying? And he pays for the bill. It's like, ooh, he paid for my bill. He must like me. And it's like, man, I'm a gentleman, bro. I'm about to pay for your food off the strength, bro. That has nothing to do with me liking you or exhibiting boyfriend behavior. But I'm going to let this man right here talk because he's going to speak my mind, yo. What you got to say about this, Tina Tom? Boyfriend behavior.
She already knows she bugging with what she just said.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Let's talk about it.
So
first of all, you chose to reciprocate that boyfriend behavior, right? Because you could have kept it a buck like, look, man, you told me that you ain't want nothing more, but you're receiving this energy from me, right? Mm-hmm. So whose fault is that? I'm giving the energy. That doesn't mean you have to receive it. You can tell me to get out after the dick. Be like, all right, it's time for you to go. Oh, no, don't worry. I can feed myself. We don't got to get nothing to eat. But because you're reciprocating that energy does not mean that I'm manipulating you. We're just keeping it a buck.
Right. So we both dead ass wrong.
Okay, but that doesn't. But I already know what I'm doing. It's not wrong because I've already told you straight up. Like, this is what it is. But you now taking it upon yourself to say, oh, hold up, you're giving me boyfriend behavior. Why are we not in a relationship?
And it's so funny that you made that point about, the woman can easily just say, oh, this is going too far. Because I feel like when women say that, they'll be off some like, oh, I thought you ain't want a girlfriend. But they saying that because they want you to affirm that you do want a girlfriend.
Preach, my
That's
nigga.
a fact.
Well, I'm going to double check real quick.
No, exactly. But they double checking. But they double checking to see like, maybe this nigga really is interested in me. That's why they'll say that. Oh, I thought you didn't want a boyfriend.
It's okay to double check, right?
And that is manipulation.
No, exactly.
That is manipulation.
You're trying to
double checking is manipulation.
Wow. Reverse psychology is manipulation.
It is because you want him to answer.
That's crazy.
You want him to answer a certain way, and that's why you ask the question.
You can keep it a buck.
Bro,
can keep it a buck.
I'm honestly, and one thing that I've noticed a lot, especially in this, past couple of years, is that I hear a lot of these opinions like yours, Alex, where women are like, hey, just keep it real with me, man. If it's just sex you want, let me know. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm a grown woman, this and that. If it's a relationship you want, like, let me know. But honestly, I'm starting to realize, man, a lot of women can't handle the truth, man. That's a fact. A lot of niggas can say, like, yo, bruh, I'm just trying to link up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to go out with you. I'm not really trying to text you that heavy. I'm not trying to talk to you on FaceTime. I'm trying to chill. Whenever you want to link up, we link up. And they're taken aback by that. Like, wow, are you serious? Why do you think that is? Like, why is it that women feel offended when a nigga...
The truth hurts.
I mean...
The truth hurts.
But why do people keep asking for this truth if they don't want it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
Especially on social media. People talk about that all the time.
Honestly, I feel like everybody should want the truth.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, it's the truth.
Okay.
How you interpret and how you process that truth is up to you and your character. It always boils down to character for me. So if you want the truth, the people who are wrong are the people who ask for the truth and then act like they didn't hear the truth.
Right.
Or act like they didn't understand the truth.
But I feel like it happens often.
Absolutely. Like, everybody wants the truth, but don't ask me for facts and I give you facts and then you start acting like you didn't hear the facts that I just gave you.
And don't get me wrong, though. I think that applies to men as well. Obviously, because I feel like in most situations, the man is the one doing the pursuing. So when he's pursuing a woman and the woman curves him off some like, yo, bro, I'm just trying to have sex with you. A man can feel some type of way about that too. And I feel like that's not spoken about enough. I think we always talk about how men just want sex and women are kind of mad about it. But there's a lot of niggas out there that want more, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's a lot of niggas that want more and they don't get it and they get mad about it.
Yeah.
Or when a woman ghosts you, right? Mm-hmm. And then, finds her way back into your inbox.
Hey, the season 1 content right there, baby. Let's do it. Yes,
right?
sir.
She ghosts you and then y'all, reconnect or whatever. Pick back up. And then you kind of, you know, try to take control of the situation.
Right.
But then she's like, "Oh, I never really ghosted you for malicious intent. I ghosted you because I had a lot going on." That's manipulation. Because as a guy, as a gentleman, right? As a gentleman, you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna like, you know what? Maybe not press her out, right?
Right.
She probably was really going through some stuff.
Right.
But
or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Yeah.
But this is what I realized. Oh, you realize that last nigga you was dubbing me for is a bozo.
It's a dumb facts.
Man,
Facts, bro. Let's talk about it.
I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Let's talk about it.
But I just feel like
She's done it.
No. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't want to say that we're reading too much into this, but maybe it's not manipulation. Maybe she was really going through some shit. Like,
right. No, right. But I mean, at the same time, it's manipulation in the sense that she knew this man is going to give me audience if I give him this reason. And I think that in itself is manipulative because it's like, why are you coming back to this nigga if you know for a fact that he's not going to take you back?
And just because it's manipulative doesn't mean it's a malicious intent.
Oh, okay.
She's just playing mind games with you.
Oh, all right.
So, and I don't know. I just don't think that's fair, you know? For both parties, it's not fair because, all right, you could have kept it a buck with me. You wasn't really feeling me. You was talking to somebody else.
Instead of ghosting.
Oh,
yeah.
By you ghosting me.
Ghosting is fucked up.
But people cannot handle the truth, bro. That's the thing. So a lot of people say, like, yo, like, you know, just tell me what it is, like I was saying before. But I feel like a lot of people can't really handle that. And I think that's interesting, though. But anyway, to segue off that, though, so I have a question for y'all. So let's say, for example, a woman is taking a whole bunch of gifts from a guy, and she has no intention of taking him seriously in any capacity. So, you know, he's buying her, you know, new hair, you know, paying for her nail appointments. I won't even say, like, buying her, like, you know, shoes or nothing like that. But he's paying for her nail appointments or whatever. Like, you know, he sees her and her homegirls at the club. He buys all of them drinks kind of thing. Looking out for them like that. She knows that she has no intention whatsoever of taking this man to be her lawfully wedded husband. But, nonetheless, she allows this to happen. How is that different from a man having sex with a girl consistently?
Whoa.
And saying he has no intention of wifing her. How is that any different? I think they're pretty much a level playing field in terms of the fact that, you know, deep down, I'm not going to take this seriously, but I'm going to do this anyway. Both of y'all. It don't matter who answers first.
You're really good at this. I never thought about that.
Let's talk about it.
You could go first.
You want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of y'all stumped right now, man.
I like that.
Let's talk about it.
But you know, we get, you know, like she said, we get mixy.
Right.
We be in the club, whatever.
Right.
And we see the girls, stiff wear, bundles on fleek. They're getting these niggas to pay for these bundles, right? and I know this for a fact because I had a conversation with somebody about this. They find amusement in guys treating them as such, putting them on a pedestal, and knowing that they have no intentions on giving them any type of playback.
Right.
That is so foul. That is so foul on every level because it's like, okay, you can take my money, you can take my time, my energy, and my attention, but you can't give me no ass.
But then that comes into this conversation of entitlement.
Yes, I'm entitled.
Oh, yikes. What do you think about that,
If
Queen?
you can accept
she
it,
looking at this man crazy right now.
If you can accept it, hold up, son. If you can accept it, why are you accepting it, first of all? Do you like me at all? Or you just like the money that I'm spending on you?
It's the money, clearly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. So that's why I asked that question, right? So I posed it in a two-sided thing. So a woman taking all these things from a man, gift-wise, and knowing that she's not going to wife, or that she has no intention of taking him seriously, versus a man having sex with a girl consistently, or, you know, introducing her to his friends and shit like that, knowing that, yo, I have no intention of wifing you.
But to go back to what she said, that's girlfriend behavior.
Is it girlfriend behavior?
To be accepting bundles?
Yes.
Accepting the bundles?
Yeah, is that something only
Is that girlfriend
Any type
behavior?
of gift. It don't matter what it is.
What? I give my friends gift all the time. It's not girlfriend behavior.
Wow, so now it's friends when a woman's accepting stuff.
Wow.
You see how life works? That's so funny. But I don't know, man. I think in terms of a guy, like, I don't know. I think they're pretty similar because, I mean,
yeah,
you know,
the situations are similar. I never really thought about that, actually.
I think, would you say that one is worse than the other, though? Like a woman letting a nigga spend mad bread on him like this, or versus a guy?
I wouldn't say it's worse. I mean, I would say, like, man, a man is a provider. It's okay.
What?
I mean, hey, I can't argue her ideology.
The man is a provider, but that's not your man, right?
A provider, not the provider.
Yeah,
per se,
a man is
you
a
know?
provider, though. So,
But I mean, the sex is definitely worse, though.
So like,
Sex
so
is
like a
worse?
nigga just smashing a girl straight up, blah blah blah, all the time. You know, whispering sweet nothings in her ear. You know what I'm saying?
It's worse, bro.
But deep down, he knows.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
goes back to season 1, Soul Ties.
Okay. I mean,
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
true,
fact.
man.
Yeah,
Season
you-
one, go get that.
Like, I feel like sex, you're giving somebody all of you. Like, there's so many things out there at risk.
But there's like sex to some niggas don't really mean anything. Though,
And that's crazy because sex is a lot of things. You can create life with sex. You can lose your life with sex. Like, it's just so many. Like,
lose your
sex
life with
is
sex.
yeah. What the hell?
That's
If you
amazing.
catch
That's-
happiness-
Niggas out here busting down joints raw. Like, there's stuff out here you can
Could it
get.
be me?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so sex is very powerful and potent
Oh, funny man.
as opposed to bundles. Like, what you mean? Like,
Okay. And were you gonna say something before?
Nah, go ahead.
All right. No. Okay. So and to that point, right? So, I know that people are victims of manipulation, either from being the suck ass nigga that's spending mad bread on a shorty, or being that girl that thinks the nigga likes you, which is why you gave it up to him in the first place, right? So let's say you're venting to your friends about the situation, and you see that your friend is manipulating someone, and you don't say anything. Is it your place to say something as a friend, or is that a situation where you just mind your business?
no, as a friend,
Right. So let's
you
say
should be holding your friend accountable.
So let's say you're homegirl. So we're gonna give both of y'all audience or the opportunity to speak on this. So from a woman's perspective, Alex. So let's say your homegirl is extorting this nigga for his bread, mad bundles. You know what I'm saying? Nails getting done, makeup appointments, whatever else
Vacations.
women spend bread on. You know what I mean? And that situation, if your homegirl was exploiting this nigga in this way, would you tell her, yo, this is wrong, or would you say, oh, get that coin, sis?
I would tell. I already tell my friends.
Okay.
If you don't like that nigga and you don't plan on throwing ass, do not go on no vacation with that man because you're selling that man a dream.
Vacation, that's next level, son.
So I'm saying, like, you taking all these things from this man. I'm not saying because I hate a sense of entitlement just because you bought me bundles. I have
Right.
to give you ass.
Right.
But
But you understand.
yeah, like
Okay.
if you giving this nigga all this shit, I hope you throwing ass at that nigga because he's gonna look at you asking for ass and what you gonna say no. Like you can say no, you have every right to say no.
Right.
But just also I hope that you like are attracted to that man or have like, some type of connection with that man because yeah, that's fucked up. And don't be surprised if that nigga sit there and ask you like for ass because you'll be wilding if you thought like he wouldn't ask you for ass. Like
Fair.
to me, I would tell my friend like, yo, you like him? No. You feeling him? No. Would you fuck him? No. So why y'all going on vacation? Like,
Girl, I'm trying to take fish for the gram. The fuck?
that's crazy. I wouldn't even put myself in a situation like that because it gets dangerous. Like, what the fuck?
Bitch, peep my location.
No, like, not even like, that gets dangerous and it gets real.
Yeah, it
it's
gets
a
real
slippery,
deep.
Wait,
yeah.
dangerous
It's
in
a,
what, in what sense?
it's a slippery slope. It's
But
a slippery
how does it get
slope.
dangerous, though?
Because you going on vacation with somebody else, sleeping in the same room, y'all drinking alcohol. So now he gonna push up on you, and nobody's there in another country. Other countries have different laws.
Yeah, that is very
like
risky,
that's a
though.
very
Yeah.
slippery. I'm not going
Fair.
nowhere with nobody that I don't know,
Facts.
or I'm not feeling like that.
It's a PSA. to
I'm
all
going to
y'all
be down to
ladies.
fuck if we going on vacation.
That's fair.
I mean, you made a very good point. And to
I want to hear your side. So after you make this point, I want to hear your side in terms of checking your homeboy.
to clarify, I'm by no means an entitled person. Like, I'm very much so a gentleman. Just want to throw that out there. But I definitely hold my men accountable. Honestly, like I expect them to hold me accountable. But if my man knows just as well as I do that I told Shorty already what it is, it's fair game. My nigga's gonna be like, "Yo, did you smash?" Yes, I did. A plethora of times. She knows what it is.
Yeah.
It's what more can they hold me accountable of? If they know, I mean, a lot of guys the same way y'all do, we screenshot.
Yeah.
So fellas is screenshotting messages between Shorty and himself to his men, and they're gonna know that, like, all right,
What's
she,
going on?
Yeah.
What you want? Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, my friends hold me accountable. I hold them accountable. Now, I think when it comes fishy is when it's the opposite sex. When you're holding the opposite sex accountable. A lot of times, I know girls will be like, man, they'll tell their guy friends, bruh, do you? I don't know why. Like, girls who have guy friends will root on a nigga who is doing dirt to a girl.
Low key. No, but I feel like I have both types of friends. So I have
That's really crazy
I
to
have
me.
I have some friends that are women that are very like, yo, Joe, like, you can do better than this, act better, be better, right? But then there are other girls that are like, yo, man, shit, man, if you got it, flaunt it, blah, 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 type, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's interesting that you made that point.
Yeah, because I've definitely told a lot of my lady friends, like, look, man, use that nigga straight up. Like, get what you can out of this nigga.
Yeah, the advice be real different with opposite sex. So.
Why though? I'm not
I
trying.
don't know. I feel like for me, I hear that from the use that nigga standpoint, but I feel like I've heard more cases of where the woman thinks it's more than it is. I feel like a lot of my homegirls have dealt with that, where like,
oh yeah,
they're like, yo man, like, you know, I'm really feeling this dude, but like he's just acting a little distant, and I'm like, queen, he's acting distant because he hit, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, sorry fellas if I'm giving up the game, but like, nigga, what? Son, the nigga's talking to you all day, every day for 2 weeks. And he pulls up on a Friday, he hits, and you mad because he not texting you 24/7 by Monday? Nigga, do the math.
But I mean, you're not really giving up the game, bro. Because if you're smart, you're not gonna just hit and then dip.
I mean, hey, it's times where a nigga hit that joint and it's trash. You like, man, fuck it, bro, whatever.
Yeah, if it's trash, but we're not talking. Who's smashing trash joints out here?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the sex itself was trash. You know what I'm saying? There's baddies out there that got some trash. You know what I'm saying?
I can relate.
Now, what you got to say? It sound like
what was I gonna say?
It don't matter.
Oh no, I had a funny situation. I always think about this when it comes to vacation, because I'm a vacationing ass nigga. Like I love vacation, so like yeah. My thing is that if I'm not feeling a guy, I'm not going on vacation with just him and me. Okay. I don't care if he paid or we paid split, and if we're going to the same hotel room and it's just me and him, I have to be interested in him. I have to be open to the fact that something could go down. Because on vacation, if it's just you and that person, you have to be comfortable with that person. And I always thought like, I'm not going to go all the way to Dominican Republic and tell that nigga no, because that nigga will come back to America and I will never come back. So you always have to think about like like either you feeling the person or not, because you don't ever want to put yourself in a situation, because while people shouldn't feel entitled, there's entitled people in this world. Right. So
but joints be going on.
So you're just being a realist pretty much.
Yeah, like you gotta think about like you have to think like if you might as well tell that nigga no in America, because if you fucking around go to Costa Rica and tell that nigga no, he gonna be like, oh fuck no, I didn't come all the way to Costa Rica with you for you to tell me no.
But was I going down the line?
Yeah, so like you have to be very careful what kind of situations you put yourself in.
I feel it. What you about to say, bro?
But I mean, I feel you on that. But joints be letting niggas that they never even met in DR smash. So what's the difference?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that you have to.
Together, though.
But what I'm saying is that
but what's worse? Though?
You have to be ready to like. You have to be okay with the fact that I'm feeling him. Like I'm okay if we smash. Don't go there thinking, oh, I don't fuck with that nigga. He's not touching me. I'm not. And then go on vacation. You and that nigga, and y'all in the same room drinking drinks, going back. Nah, drinking. I'm saying you putting yourself in a crazy situation. Now the nigga pull up on you like, yeah, you like, whoa. Like, what? Okay. I'm not putting myself in that situation, period.
Now, from a personal experience, do you have friends who've been in that type of situation before?
Absolutely.
And how did they handle it?
Yeah, like what was the aftermath of it? Or like what? Like how did it go down? How did it unfold? So a situation where a girl went on vacation with a nigga that she wasn't really feeling like that. He wanted
Y'all didn't hear about Future when he said, I'm good, love, and joy? Sis was mad as shit. She had to book her flight back home.
She flew him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's common as fuck.
I mean,
Future was trying to smash. Shorty said nah, so she had to find her way back home. I feel like she had her own money, but she went and put him on blast or something like that.
Is he in the wrong for not paying for her flight back though?
That's that sense of entitlement. So you brought her out there, and you had the intent to bring her out here and take her home, but because you didn't smash, you didn't want to. That's petty. Okay. That's a sense of entitlement. So that's petty. Like you was going to send her back home.
But is she not entitled for expecting him to pay for the flight back?
Yeah, I guess they both was entitled. Let's talk about it. Nah, I feel it. I can take that.
Okay. But first of all, it's Future. If Future is telling you he's gonna fly you out, what you think y'all just gonna be sipping mimosas?
But it's not just Future. It's niggas out here who have good money. They making 6 figures. Right. If he's flying you out on vacation,
you think I'm just flying you out just
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like if a nigga is talking about he's gonna fly you out, be down for that nigga. Like just know, like, you know, I'm feeling this nigga. There's a connection. Anything could go down, and I'm okay with that. Right. Don't in your mind be like, that nigga will never touch me, and then go there with that nigga to another country, go and be drinking drinks and go back to the same bed. Because now you're putting yourself in a situation because like the nigga's pushing up on you and you acting surprised. don't act surprised is what I'm
Facts.
saying. Like,
That's
don't
facts.
act surprised.
Okay, and to that point of not acting surprised, right? So at what point is it a person's responsibility to do what's in their best interest? So like specifically, is it the woman's responsibility to walk away at that point? Or at what point do you come to terms with the fact that you're being manipulated? So like, why do women see that scenario as manipulation as opposed to women deciding to do things in order to get a return on investment? So like, what I mean by that is like, why is it pointed as the guy taking all these things from her as opposed to her doing these things to lure him in? Does that make sense?
It's deep.
I don't think I get it because I heard it several times.
Pretty much, at one point does the woman say, yo, this nigga is manipulating me by taking me out of the country, and he's not doing this to just court me? Like, at what point does she come to terms with the fact that this is part of his game, but me using him to go to this country is a part of my game? You know what I mean?
We live in a very one-up society,
Right.
especially when it comes to dating.
Okay.
And you know, I have a podcast on dating.
Shout it out.
So all I hear is
Shout it out
people
for
trying to
one more
one-up
time,
each
man.
other. Like the man trying to one-up the woman, the city boys trying to
Okay.
get up on the hot girls.
Right.
Like, it's just everybody's trying to one-up.
Right.
But I feel like, based off of my experience, if I'm talking to a guy and it has come to a point in conversation where he's trying to book a vacation, just me and him, I gotta be feeling him. And because at this point, a vacation is not cheap. It's not a date to, like, you know, fucking a restaurant.
Okay.
A vacation is costly. So if you're paying for me to go out of the country, not that I can't pay for myself to go out of the country, in my mind, you feeling me.
Okay.
Because while I understand men just spend money to be generous, I also feel like it's a level of I really like her if you trying to book a vacation for me.
But that could just be him flexing on you, though, and knowing, like, what can, you know, take place after the fact.
Well, I'm not dating niggas like Future.
Okay.
So any nigga who's spending
And
vacation money on me,
Okay.
to me, that speaks volume.
Okay. And
'Cause for
to your
Future-
point. Okay, no, continue.
For Future, a vacation is like buying dinner for a shorty.
Okay.
But in a common, like, we were living regular and degular, any man booking a vacation for me right now, I'm thinking he's feeling me.
Okay, so let's level it down then. We're not talking about
Future.
vacations. No, we're not talking about
okay.
vacations.
Okay.
We're talking about dinners
Local level.
to restaurants.
Okay.
Roof Chris, Morton's.
What about it?
Those are expensive restaurants, right? But to the average, you know, if you're well off, you can afford that.
Right.
Yeah.
So if a man is constantly taking you, if he's taking you out to, you know, these restaurants, and, you know, you're not reciprocating no type of energy of love, or you're not being romantic back, are you, like, back to what he says?
Am I going to keep going on dinners?
At what point do you come to terms with the fact that, yo, I'm manipulating this nigga right now? He's taking me to all these places. Because it's common for a guy to be painted as, yo, this guy's doing all these things for this woman because he's trying to get in her pants and manipulate her. But at what point do we shift the responsibility to the woman that is receiving all of these things?
That's very personal. And I can only speak on myself.
Okay.
In the fact that, like, the younger me was taken. I was just taken. Nigga, you giving, I'm taking. Like, you want to take me to Morton's, you want to take me, bet, I'm hungry. Like, I'm taking.
Damn.
And I would just take it until they didn't want to give it no more. But the grown me, but I've grown up. Thank God for growth.
Yeah. So
Amen.
we praise him.
So the grown me, I have a conscience.
Right.
I can pay for my own Ruth Chris now, so
Right.
I don't need to be
money bag.
taking,
what
you
I'm
know.
saying?
So the grown me is
Sugar
I don't
baby
want
applications loading. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want my time and my money wasted.
Okay.
So I don't want to waste nobody's time and money.
Okay.
So if I'm feeling you, let's go. You want to treat me to dinner? Okay, bet. And if I'm feeling you, I'm treating you to dinner too.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to waste your time because I don't want my time wasted. My time
Right.
is precious and I'm a very busy person. So if
Right.
I create time, I want that time to be respected just as much as you want your time respected. So if I'm feeling you, of course, I'm going to go with you to Ruth Chris. But if I'm not feeling you, I can pay for my own Ruth Chris. I'm not about to waste your time. Like, off break.
But wouldn't you rather prefer to go to Ruth Chris with somebody you's feeling?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm feeling you and you be like, okay, I'm trying to take you here, I'm trying to take you there. Okay, bet, I'm going to go. The first time I'm feeling you, bet. Second time, we can go to Ruth Chris again. I'll pay this time because I'm feeling you. But if I'm not feeling you off breaks, I'm not even going to waste your time. You could keep your Ruth Chris because I can get my own. Like, off breaks, I'm telling niggas off jump, I'm good, love. Like,
I actually like these points a lot that you made.
So when do you realize that it's beyond the dinner dates and going out and you actually like this person?
Right. Like
just
at one
like
point,
you said,
at
a
one
man
point,
knows if he's just smashing and dashing or if he's trying to save shorty.
I think a man knows
Spill the
more.
beans. We want to know.
I feel like as a woman,
Okay.
and I want to say patient, and I want to say like, I'm very observant.
Okay.
I watch body language and I listen to everything you say. I remember if I'm interested in you, everything you told me, I'm remembering every detail and every fact that you told me.
All right.
Like random ass, and I'm gonna bring it up again. And you're like, damn, you got some good ass memory.
Facts.
Yeah, because if I'm feeling you, I'm all the way in. Like I'm listening to everything because I'm trying to impress you. Just like a dude. Like when a dude's trying to impress a woman, he's doing what he got to do his research to see what she like.
Right.
Same thing with a woman. When you got me open, I'm wide open. So like. Off breaks,
turn up.
Off breaks, I'm listening and I'm studying you studying me, and it's like now again I'm grown, like I'm at my big age, so like I look out for red flags. Before them joints would hit me in the forehead, and I'm like, Lord, give me a sign. Them joints would be smacking me in the face, and I'll be looking for new signs. But now, like I'm at a place where I know my worth, I know my value. So if it's certain things, like if it's certain things that I know I can like. There's certain characters in a man where I could see like he can be coached through, or he like just something that like we would just grew up in different homes and we come from different backgrounds. But there's like complete red flags where it's like I cannot put up with this. Like I'm a very social person. I'm outgoing. Like I'm a socialite. Okay. So like sometimes it can be viewed as flirting or too friendly. And I have to think about that when I'm dating and I'm in like, you know, in something or dating with some, like if I'm talking to somebody or dealing with somebody, like that can come off as like, you know, you flirting with mad niggas. So in my mind, I have to be conscious of that. But like, I've been in situations where men literally try to control me. Like, oh no, you're not.
I was just gonna make that point too. Like, like places that you go and stuff.
Yeah,
like that,
you're not going there.
And that plays into
you're not doing this.
Too,
and I'm like, bro, I'm growing my career. There's different endeavors I have to take, and it's very my career is very social based. Right. So for you to tell me I can't do this or I can't go, I'm not a person that you can control. So if you can't deal with this, straight up off breaks, I'm already like, okay, bet we're not compatible. So when I see stuff like that, like I'm gonna give it a chance. Like if I'm interested in somebody physically, I'm trying to learn more and more.
Can you give us an example?
Of like this situation?
Yeah.
No, because I don't know who's gonna hear this, and I really don't want to. Like, I don't want to. A lot of people know about this person in this situation, so I don't want to put them on.
I only ask because I'm like, all right, where would a guy not be comfortable with somebody he's talking to going to if he knows it's for her business endeavors? Like if you're telling me, all right, you got to interview a rapper at a stadium.
Oh no! Like I've seen so when I go to certain like functions and stuff, like I've been told by someone that I've dated, like, oh, you always out, you always on the scene, you always this, you always that, and I'm like, is that a problem? Like, what's the problem? What's the issue? Man, you feel me? Not even that. Like it's like. There's certain connections that I need to make in the industry that I'm I'm in entertainment. Yeah. So exactly. Like I gotta be sociable. I gotta be on the scene. I'm not gonna stay home. These opportunities not gonna meet me in my apartment. So what's the problem here?
That's facts.
So what's the problem? So and I've noticed that like certain guys, and I don't want to say they're insecure because everybody's been through their own different type of situations and you know stuff like that.
That make them the way they are.
And that's why you have to learn a person because again, like I said, if I'm for you and I'm dating you, I'm trying to do everything to make you comfortable and not uncomfortable. Right. So something like that I can work with and I can tell you like, you know, let's go together. Or why don't you come with me to make you feel better, you know?
It's what it sounds like.
But at that point, the fact that he even like that you even have to reach that point of inviting him through in order for him to feel like secure is manipulation.
I don't think that's what it
low key. Bro.
Who's manipulating who? The guy?
I feel like that's I feel like that is a result of him having some type of like mental hold on her to the point where he feels like in order for this man to feel comfortable, I'm gonna start hitting a club with this nigga just so he knows that I'm not trying to talk to nobody else. Or
some guys just like a girl who's a homebody.
I mean,
that's true too.
But in the lane she's trying to get into, she cannot be a homebody.
A homebody, that's what I'm saying. So, but that's the red flags where it's like, okay, if this is going to be a problem now, my mother and a lot of people have told me that like, if it's a problem in the dating phase, when you're together, it's only going to get worse.
Correct.
So my thing is that's a red flag. If you can't handle me, I haven't even made it yet. So like when I do make it, because I intend to make it.
Amen.
Like when I make it, you're really not going to be able to. So that's a red flag to me where it's like, you need to be with a homebody because we're not compatible. Right. And like I said, at my big age, there's red flags now that are unacceptable where I catch on to it and I'm like, you know what? If this is the problem now, it's going to be an even bigger problem. So I just cut off and be like, yo, you know what? I don't think we're compatible. I literally tell tell dudes, like, when I see the flag or when I see a sign of something that I just know is not, there's things that can be changed. There's compromises and sacrifices that can be made, because relationships sometimes are a compromise or a sacrifice.
Right.
But there's some things that just cannot be changed. I will tell you straight up, like, you know what? I don't think we're compatible.
Right.
So does that mean that you're only compatible with somebody who's in the same industry?
No, absolutely
Not necessarily, but
somebody who's okay with me being a social, or somebody who wants to be on a social scene with me. He don't have to want to be on a social scene. He could be an introvert, but if he's okay with me doing my job and going out, okay, that's fine.
So
but
it's
there's
just
some
about
people,
trust.
it's some people, like you said, some people just would rather be with a homebody. Sometimes I am a homebody.
What would you rather be with, Joe?
Honestly, I think I've had a lot of opportunities to think about this, and I don't think I would want to deal with a homebody just because I'm not a homebody. I feel like, obviously, I mean, people that know me know, man, I be on the scene a little bit.
Right.
You feel me? But I think I'm on the scene a lot less. But at the same time, I don't think I would want somebody who goes out more than me, because I feel like I already go out quite a bit. But I think I would want somebody who's able to hold their weight in a social setting. That's how I'd put it. So, like, somebody who's not going to just stand around and be awkward. Like moo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's very unattractive, by the way. That's probably one of my biggest, like, things that attract me to a woman. It's, like, confidence. But, like, I think I wouldn't necessarily say a homebody, but not somebody who has, like, a little bit of a balance. Like, doesn't need to smoke hookah every weekend in somebody's section. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of girl, personally.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I go to things that I feel like will help me with where I want to go as far as career path. Like, at my big age now, I don't like going out as much.
I should name the episode that.
At your big age, right? I feel like I'm getting old, but I don't do nightclubs like that unless it's a friend from out of town or it's a birthday. You can catch me at day parties, you can catch me at brunch, but if it's a night event, I'm sorry, honey. I try to be at home in bed by 10 p.m. Like,
well, not this weekend. Nigeria Independence.
Nigeria.
You better come out and do.
Yes,
I mean, I actually have a very loaded weekend with my podcast event. So
Turn up! I'm jumping this team this week. So whoever out here has this
shout out your podcast.
Shout out your podcast, man. Yo, shout out the podcast, man.
I do have a podcast, what you want to call a podcast. It's centered around dating and relationships, love, sex, everything that comes with it.
Okay.
So I am having it up. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it, and I have so many things planned in store. I'm having my first live interactive show.
Yes, ma'am.
This Saturday, October 5th.
Okay.
So if you are in the DMV and you're single, ready to mingle, pull up on me. If you have a partner, you could bring your partner too, because couples are welcome as well.
Yes.
But yeah, as far as me,
this is October 5th, 2019, by the way. So if you listen to this at any point after October 5th, 2019, you have missed the event.
That's a fact.
Come to the next one.
That's a fact. And there will be more.
Come to the next one.
So you cannot ever say you was single for no reason during cuppacy, because I'm setting up the scene. I'm curating it for you.
So you trying to tell me that Dina Time's gonna find a lady if I come?
Hey!
You just might.
Are you manipulating her into thinking that she has to find you a lady at this event if you go?
I mean, the way she's talking about it, she's making it seem like if I come, I'm for sure gonna find me a jump.
The women are ready. I'm talking about
ready in what sense? Ready in which sense?
I mean, whatever ready you on, you might just find that ready out there.
We'll have to see for ourselves. Nah, but anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, we've spoken today about manipulation and how we feel about men versus women being able to, manipulate each other in various ways. And we've stated our opinions on it. We got Alex in here. We got Dina Time. We got your boy, Joe the Great, a.k.a. J.I. Day, man. I know what time it is, man. But I would like to close out this episode by saying, once again, like I say, every single episod, follow your boy on Instagram at Joe the Great. That's JOETHEGR 8, as well as my podcast page at j.ade.pod. This is episode 5 of season 2, Manipulation. We out.